Welcome to Hatman Strikes Back Daily Boxing News. So, Turki Alalshikh has spoken about Tyson Fury's apparent retirement. He says he doesn't like the fact that Fury has decided to call it a day. He's discussed the possibility of a U-turn and clarified his position on Tyson Fury's £500 million purse demand. Now, it's not the first time that Tyson Fury has demanded $500 million from the Saudis, and he did it previously when the Usyk fight was first proposed. He said, give me $500 million. It's going to be very costly to get me in the ring with Usyk. So he held out for a very, very long time, 2 years, actually, before he was willing to get in the ring with Alexander Usyk, and he didn't get anywhere near $500 million, okay? And on this occasion, he presumably would be asking for that type of money to fight Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury's coming off 2 losses. Who the hell, coming off 2 losses, could demand £500 million or dollars? Ridiculous, okay? But if Tyson Fury's previous behavior is anything to go by, then he's probably going to do or attempt to do what he did when he demanded $500 million last time, which is to wait things out, to see how the heavyweight landscape shifts and changes before coming back out of quote-unquote retirement. This is something that Sugar Ray Leonard did back in the days. This is something that Floyd Mayweather did even more, more recently. And so Tyson Fury has taken a leaf out of that book. He doesn't want to get involved in taking on dangerous contenders left, right, and center and fighting his way back into title contention. That's not Tyson Fury's style. He knows that boxing is a numbers game. The more you fight against dangerous fighters, the greater the chance is you're going to lose. Tyson Fury is a lot more realistic about his own mortality than his fans are. His fans seem to think, okay, fine, he lost to Usyk, and some of them are still in denial about that. But the ones who accept that, okay, let's say he lost close decisions to Usyk, he's still the number 2 heavyweight in the world. Well, who says? Who says he's the number 2 heavyweight in the world? He hasn't fought Daniel Dubois. I'm seeing a bunch of people say, yeah, but he would beat Dubois. Okay, that's your opinion. But until you get in the ring and actually prove it, it's just words. We can't give a guy the status of number 2 in the division based on just words. Get in the ring and fight Daniel Dubois. Yeah, get a win under your belt, get yourself ranked highly enough, get in there and fight Dubois and show us that you're the number 2. He hasn't fought Martin Bakole. He hasn't fought Anthony Joshua. I mean, to me, Anthony Joshua was washed up, but nevertheless, he hasn't fought Anthony Joshua yet. And a number of other heavyweights who are there or thereabout. So, yeah, do not allow Tyson Fury to repeat what he did in the past when he had a belt, or at least when he was still undefeated and didn't have a belt prior to winning the second Deontay Wilder fight. Do not allow him to bamboozle people into thinking that we should give him more credit in terms of his position in the heavyweight division right now than he actually deserves. Because that's what he's attempting to do, in my opinion, with all this, $500 million and yeah, he's attempting to do what he did in the past, which is just to bamboozle people with BS. Okay, he's not going to get $500 million. He's just trying to buy himself some time, let the division beat itself up, let other people try and fight their way up to title shots and what have you. And meanwhile, he's just going to be laying in the cut, preserving himself, not taking damage, not risking potential defeats to guys who are not Alexander Usyk. And then when the right opportunity presents itself, where he thinks it's a winnable fight for a load of money, bam, he comes out of his quote-unquote retirement. Now, there's another angle here, which some people have talked about. I'm not saying that I'm the guy that's come up with this, but the other angle is that Turki Alalshikh actually played Tyson Fury. Now, let me explain. Turki Alalshikh, in the run-up particularly to the second Usyk fight, said that Tyson Fury was his favorite fighter. And this was something that concerned me because it showed a bias towards Fury. And of course, the boxing industry were desperate for Fury to beat Usyk the first time. And they were certainly just as desperate, if not more so, for Fury to beat Usyk the second time. But was Turki Alalshikh genuinely in Fury's corner? Some people think that Turki Alalshikh was actually playing a neutral role, but he was just pretending to be pro-Fury in that way so that Fury wouldn't pull out. Because Fury's got a history of going back on his word, pulling out of fights, so on and so forth. Turki Alalshikh will well know that Tyson Fury avoided the Usyk fight for 2 years. And if you rewind back to the first, or the run-up to the first Usyk-Fury fight. After Tyson Fury pulled out, that is when Turki Alalshikh started expressing all this love for Tyson Fury. Go back and rewind and look at some of the old articles and interviews. It was after Fury's pullout and they rescheduled. That's when Turki Alalshikh was like really pulling for Tyson Fury. When he did that video with Tyson Fury, when he was acting like he was supporting Tyson Fury. You guys remember that? When Fury was going at Usyk and Klimas in that Zoom call or whatever it was. And then Tyson Fury did that weird press conference in Morecambe, which was, 2 or 3 weeks before the fight, where Usyk wasn't there, obviously. And everyone was thinking, why would you do a press conference in the middle of the training camp? How strange is that? And at the time, I speculated that the Saudis may have insisted he did that press conference to give the public confidence that he wasn't going to pull out again. So it's a possibility, right? That Turki Alalshikh all along has been pretending to be really pro Tyson Fury so that Fury doesn't pull out of the Usyk fights. And if that's what was going on, you have to say it was a master stroke, because it worked. He got Tyson Fury in the ring. And there was no funny business in terms of the results of the fight. The first fight should have been unanimous for Alexander Usyk, the first fight. But nevertheless, the right man got his hand raised. And Tyson Fury didn't get the type of biased judging in his favor, at least not to the extent that he would have wanted. And maybe now he's bitter towards Turki Alalshikh. Maybe he thinks that Turki Alalshikh played him, made him feel like he was the house fighter. Well, he was the house fighter, but to the extent that he would get biased judging in his favor. So, let me know what you guys think about that possibility in the comment section below. And by the way, if you'd like to hear a free 10-minute sample of my most recent topical podcast on Patreon, there's a link that you can click in the description below. The episode is about how to get over a breakup as a man. I've gotten great feedback on the episode. Several people who left comments on it seem to indicate that they're going through a difficult breakup right now. I'm an older guy in my mid-40s, been there, seen it, done it, bought the t-shirt 10 times over. So I like to be able to share the knowledge I've acquired over the years with younger men in the hope that it can help and assist them. So like I say, to listen to the free 10-minute sample, you don't have to sign up for anything. Just click the link in the description box below. And if you like what you hear and you want access to the full episode and all my other topical content on Patreon, then just follow the instructions in this trailer. Are you surrounded by mindless bots in human form who adhere to the norm and blindly conform? Who swallow all the mainstream BS and actually ridicule you for questioning things? Do you wish you had more free-thinking individuals in your life to network and converse with? Well, look no further. We're right here. Come and join the Brotherhood of Reason on Patreon. You'll gain access to my weekly topical content where we take deep dives on an endless variety of subjects, as well as my vast back catalogue of podcasts, videos, interviews, movie decodings, and my Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You'll also get to talk and network with myself and hundreds of other people in our members chat. You can enjoy all this via the Patreon app or on desktop and download all my podcasts in high-quality MP3. There's no contract, no commitment. You can cancel at any time, just like Netflix, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper. Just download the app from the Play Store or the App Store, or simply visit patreon.com on a web browser. Then head on over to my page and select the tier called the Brotherhood of Reason. All the links are in the description box below. And just a quick money-saving tip for Apple users. If you purchase your Patreon subscription on the desktop site or on Android, then you'll avoid the ridiculous 30% fee that Apple charges for purchases made on the iOS app. So if you're on iPhone or iPad, save yourself some money by buying your subscription on the actual Patreon website or on Android, because it's a lot cheaper. Once you've made that initial purchase, you can then use the Patreon app on your iPhone or iPad thereafter to access and enjoy your content as normal.